everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka...
We interrupt this program to bring you
MBT,
the Cowardly Dog Show!
And we are back with another Twitter thread. Over the past couple of days, there's been a ton of discourse on the internet about how we, as a community, could have made a better two-player starter set than the one that Konami just revealed. Now, keep in mind that most of the people saying this are very stupid, but the biggest criticism is that while the starter set is a good introductory product for teaching people how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, it doesn't do an adequate job conveying that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is basically a completely broken combo bonanza. So, alright, geniuses, today I pose this question to you. Rather than help ease new players into a format that includes synchro summoning, link summoning, pendulum summoning, fusion summoning, and the sixth secret type of summoning, what cards would you include that would truly cause steam to blow out of the ears of Yu-Gi boomers nationwide? And I'll begin with one of my favorites, a card that seems particularly innocuous insofar as all it does is give a little boost to a card. But in reality, this card is as bad as they get. Responsible for some of the most unintuitive, frustrating loops in the history of time. The only way to resolve them is to bring over a judge who will tell you, stop playing that shit. All right, what do you all come up with? If this card is special summoned to a zone a link monster points to, destroy all link monsters that point to this card, then destroy all other monsters those link monsters pointed to, and follow the link arrows of all the destroyed monsters, destroying everything they point to, and repeating the process until there are no more to destroy. You can only use this effect of Volt Tester once per turn. So Vera says, once per turn when a monster effect activated by your opponents resolves, if you control 5 or more Earth monsters, you can negate the effect, and if you do, destroyed that card. Quick effect, you can target an Earth monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Because this negates at the point of resolution, that means if you use her effect in response to a card activation and put the 5th Earth on your side, it will be negated. That sucks to explain to people. And be sure to check out our 2-player starter set, where you can pick up powerful trap cards like Mystical Ref Panel to redirect some tricky spells. It comes with a printout of that YG organization article that they maintain that just has all the legal targets. Oh, how they yearn for this. Just imagine it, chatting with your coworker. Last night he directed his friend's attack at the moon. Just like in the anime. He's so happy. We could never give them this. We would never want to break their illusion. Showing this to a Yu-Gi boomer to kill them instantly. It's so funny that Inspector Border has all this text and basically just amounts to saying, don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, I'll destroy your token. Cool. On a new chain, I'll summon a token? No. Yes. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With the advent of Xyz really was actually like playing a 2-player starter set that includes this. No. You don't understand. Have you heard of my good friend, Bill Tin? Oh, this is problem starting card text. It's so funny that problem solving card text works for every card with the exception of the first wave of Dark World retrains. They've configured it in such a way that new Dark World releases, it's pretty easy to understand what they do. But it's so funny the 2011 cards specifically are like, no man, this is, oh my god. Look, I'm just going to be honest out here. I have no idea how you're supposed to even activate this card. Cursive Fiend, unfortunately I can answer this for you. You're supposed to set it and then activate it during the standby phase the turn after. Can you believe that? This one almost might be a good inclusion. Like, it would cause players to spend a lot of time thinking of a use case for it, and then you explain the concept of a lock. Fucking assholes. Yeah, FA is... honestly, to this day, I am shocked that it was printed. Yeah, don't worry. Every single card in the field is going to have a level that modulates every single action, and you're going to have to keep meticulous count of every single one. The best part? You can't put a die on them. That's not legal. This is far from the most complex card here, but it's the one that upsets me because I heard someone argue for it. Someone genuinely tried to tell me this should have been in over Sidra as the sole quant rep because we got to teach new players to ignore card text. No, a significant amount of the text on the card doesn't matter isn't a lesson that new players need to learn. It's a lesson you all need to forget. Self-summoning from deck. The funny part about this is that they are still printing cards that do that. When the new Charmer cards self-summoned from deck, I was like, you gotta fucking stop. Imagine seeing a card like this and being like, no, we need 4 more Panglacial Worms. It's literal ass traps. Actual ass traps. Roll the clip.
Oh, I got my fucking ass trap.
Okay, so you can only summon once per turn. Unless this card resolves, in which case you can normal summon again. But if it doesn't, you don't get the normal summon. And also, you can normal summon on your opponent's turn, but don't worry about it too much. Now, on to chain blocking. No clear game plan. Every card looks the same. Walls of text. Teeny differences between effects. Non-standard synchro summoning. Completely non-interactive gameplay. It's got it all. It's perfect. This deck legitimately does take 30-minute turns. It's so funny that it just spins its wheels and accomplishes absolutely nothing. Hilarious that it's like, how do you synchro summon? Well, you use the levels on the cards. Or Appliancer seems simple, but uses links in a way no other archetype does and teaches zero climbing. None of the cards in the archetype work exactly the same way. Propylion, for some reason, can use both its effects in one turn if it's moved, but Vacuum Elephant can't. And co-linked versus linked matters on different cards. These are like fun cards that you could invent if your back was up against the wall for like a design puzzle. This is like something you would develop in a whiteboard interview. It shouldn't be in the game. Imagine the universe where Zolkin was in the synchro deck. Oh, it's a synchro monster, but I summon it by sending 2 monsters with the same level to the graveyard. Isn't that just an Xyz summon? No, because you don't overlay and one of them has to be a tuner. At least it's teaching people the lesson that all of the summoning types are made up and can be switched at a moment's notice. Hey, what are the materials for Masked Hero Darklaw? You can attempt to negate the fusion effect activation, but my fusion still resolves unless you're negating the fusion effect. You can't respond to that. Add Albaz. You can't respond to that. Also, you can't respond to that. Normally Albaz. Effect, cost, cool. You can't respond to that. And this teaches a valuable lesson, which is that you should bully branded players. This is like the least high-res image of leading lady ever. Dyer, throw up high-res leading lady. But it is funny that you can describe to someone the difference between when and if, and then this card has an effect that reads, when this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card is in its owner's monster zone destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can set an Abyss Script spell card directly from your deck. That's cool, right? That's got a when you can and an if in the same sentence. This can miss timing on the if condition? No! It'd be kind of funny to teach a new player synchro summoning and then show them the Ursarctic cards and tell them they have to do it in reverse just for this one specific archetype. All right, everything you know about synchro summoning, forget it. I can't imagine a worse card for a set based around learning the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Than a card that changes the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! We are very lucky there's not a lot of cards like this, because game-long lingering effects are like, oh, brother. Yeah. Here's every Yu-Gi Boomer's favorite card. It's a pendulum. Effect text is super long, has a counter effect, doesn't passively generate any spell counters, conditional battle destruction effect that references a specific spell card type. Yeah. The Weather archetype. They're all monsters that take the effect of spell and trap cards, but are counted as monster effects, so activating the effect of the back row isn't activating them. They would melt on sight. It also helps that this archetype takes 45 minutes to accomplish anything. It also helps that they named the canvases the same thing as the monsters. That's the thing that fucks me up the most. Why can't they be named something else? You gotta be like, I'm activating Snow's snow effect, Thunder's thunder effect, and Sunny's rainy effect. That is so fucking stupid. Okay, going for snow? Okay, when you say going for snow, do you mean the activated effect of snow or the effect of thunder, which is adjacent snowy canvas? Which one would you negate? Never too late to learn about timing. You're all gonna learn this, by the way. Next set, you're all gonna learn this. We're all gonna learn it together. After reading these, I'm confident that we can do everything in our power to create 2 separate decks that give the 2 people playing it a 0% chance of actually enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! The trading card game. Hope to see the community grow. Gotta be Peacock Dance. Peacock Dance is so fucked up. There's no other personality motif card. Like, I'm always choosing the wrong kind of junta. Sorry, choicing the wrong kind of junta.